Have you guys heard of Opera GX browser? Probably. Opera GX browser is one of the world's first browsers, but specifically meant for gamers. It's also got some really good Twitch integration features.
You see, life can be tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be contained. And what makes us such unique creatures is knowing the power of what we're up against and still believing that we can win.
Hello.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this very pre-show. Please be excited.
Okay, I gotta meet you, Kyle Bossman. I'm sorry, but we are starting super late here. Apologies for this. I was meaning to start way earlier than this, but just some things got in the way that I have no control over. So yeah, but here we are. We made it just in time. Hopefully the audio is all good and stuff. But yeah, it seems like the show is about to begin. Hopefully it's not gonna lag or some shit.
When we feel out of place, disconnected, and divided.
It seems a bit laggy on that one, so is there like a an official one, the Game Awards? That should be fine. Hello, Jomba. Let me know if the audio is all good, since I didn't have any time to like go over the audio settings before going live.
And what we are. I'm with you every step of the way. The future of gaming. Welcome to Gamescom opening night live.
Hello, everyone. I'm Geoff Keighley, and welcome to Gamescom
Okay, here we go.
Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than
Lower your
normal.
voice and
All of you
raise the
and your
videos.
families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever.
Boom.
And with the launch of PlayStation 5
Oh, how
and
about
Xbox
that?
Series X later this year, games
Does
are
that sound
only
good?
going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2
Right,
and an
okay.
extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too.
I know it might be a bit too late for
I want to
like
acknowledge and
predictions
thank
and
all
stuff,
the game
but
developers, marketers, and
I'm
publishers
hoping
who
that we
have
might
worked
see
under
some Demon
challenging
Souls
circumstances
gameplay
to
here.
keep us
Like,
entertained.
I'm not expecting
This
Elden
show is
Ring,
nothing without them or my
but
production team,
Demon
and
Souls
doing a
is
show at
certainly a
this scale
possibility,
safely
so
is
fingers
not
crossed for
easy,
that. I mean, maybe
especially when all of you
Elden
at
Ring could
home
be
have
here,
some
but
pretty insane
I'm not
expectations.
gonna get
I
my
hope tonight
hopes up.
reminds you why you love to play games. And with that,
Bugs
we're going to move
Snacks,
on
let's
to our
go.
first game with a game that was
First game,
just
let's go.
announced yesterday. Call of Duty
Ooh.
Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Von Drack from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
Mate, Bugsnax 2 is gonna get revealed
Good,
here.
Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work
Wait,
on.
are we
From
like out
from
of
really
sync
the
or
beginning of
something?
development, we knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations.
I think we're
conspiracy,
like a bit
grounded in
behind.
history,
I think that's
and
on
that
the
chef-
streams end though, so maybe we'll go back to the IGN one and see what happens.
We got soup
God damn it.
We got no superheroes.
But yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War seems cool. It's a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 1 is my favourite Call of Duty, so I'm kind of interested in this one.
Yeah, part of the
Damn
fun
it.
in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason, and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that
my
we've been
God.
able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited about this is you're pushing the storytelling in kind of a new direction with some branches and some options about
sorry
how you
about
play
that.
through the campaign. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our
things should be
missions and
fine now.
infuse optional
Just everything was
objectives,
going wrong
multiple
there.
paths, and
Like
some
my dad
player
was
choice
shouting at me
moments
from
inside
downstairs.
some of those
just
missions. And it was
oof.
fun to find that balance between the hard-driving Call of Duty action
Going down
and these
to
more non-linear experiences
Verdansk.
inside some of the missions. So with choice
I
comes
haven't been
the
able to
player
listen
wanting
to
to
this,
feel
so
that
I don't
impact.
know.
So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
But yeah, Black
Alright, so
Ops 1 is
multiple
my
endings to this
favorite
game.
Call of Duty, so
Yeah,
This one
absolutely,
actually kinda
absolutely.
appeals
That was
to me
one
in
of the
a
big
way.
things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with our story and with these features, we loved playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something
gonna-
exclusive for us. What are you going to show us?
see any gameplay or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is
I
a
can't
scene
tell
from
if
earlier in
this,
the game, and it's a
this lag
critical
is on my
point
end or
that
that
really
end.
shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
I'm assuming it's on that end. Yeah, gameplay it seems like. Cool.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus.
Los Alamos.
1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West.
Jeff
Perseus.
needs to up the network
CIA's
budget.
analysts consider him to be the single largest
I
threat
hate it's
to
Hudson.
the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus.
Yeah,
We're also
Hudson's
aware
sick.
he's more myth than fact. I mean,
So this game
personally, I
takes
think he's
place
nothing more
after
than the
Black Ops 1
Russian
but before
boogeyman.
Black Ops 2.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that.
Because
CIA
spoilers,
clandestine
Hudson
special
dies
officer
in Black Ops 2.
Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Sir,
Every
Goods,
time
baby.
Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world.
God dang, Ronald
Mr. President.
Reagan.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is
Oh, Ronald
Jason Hudson and
Reagan.
Russell Adler.
I know their names.
Zombies.
Who
and
do you
all.
think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular, most likely illegal. If the press gets a hold...
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we
I
go
think
on
that's-
is illegal.
I think
Sergeant
that's a
Woods,
different voice actor for
plausible
Mason.
deniability is the backbone of
Which
our
I guess
work.
makes sense,
Al,
since
we're talking about preventing
I
an
forgot his
attack on
name,
the
but
free men
Mason's
and
voice
women of the
actor was like
world.
pretty big,
Give
like
Mr.
actor.
Adler whatever he wants.
So maybe
Gentlemen,
it costs too much to get him back.
You've been given an important task.
It was the
Protecting
guy
our
that was in
very
like
way of
Avatar
life
and
from
all
a
that. I
great
forgot his
evil.
name.
There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while
Mate, small
few
world, I
people
was
will
watching
know
some
of your
Ronald
struggles,
speeches this
rest
morning.
assured, the entire
It was
free
meant to
world
be.
will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
God, it looks a bit creepy on this now. There you go. Hello? Geoff Keighley?
Of her own.
Oh. It's not just me that's like, I know people in chat are saying like, so.
Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out
That
this
was
first
weird.
look.
That was the end of the show. We just tuned in to hear a speech from Ronald Reagan, that was it. That's all we needed to see. Like, we didn't even get to hear what this game is. God damn it. Now my tea's ready. Ugh. I'll wait a bit first though. Unknown 9 Awakening. Okay. I'm gonna need to pop downstairs for like a minute or two so I can get me tea. This has happened at like the worst possible time for me. So I wish they did this at like 8 or something instead of 7 because this is not good. Okay. What the hell is this? I don't want to miss anything, so I'll see what the next thing is, and if it's something I care about, I'll watch it. But if it's not, or the Doom DLC, I do want to watch this.
One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight
I'll
we've got
watch
an
this
exclusive
first,
first
and then I'll
look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
Mate, Doom Eternal was sick. Such a good game.
We have been allies for some time now. I knew you were the moment you set foot in the room. Your gifts.
Mate, maybe fucking driving submarines in this bad boy. Goddamn. Underwater Doom gameplay.
The Slayer has arrived. Please proceed with control, but assertive aggression.
We were to resurrect the only ones who can save this world.
Yeah, I'm looking out for like new enemies and stuff. So far there's only been that like angel looking thing. That guy has like a weird buff effect on him there. Wait, isn't that the guy from Doom 2016? That wasn't in Eternal. Cool. Uh-oh. 2 at once. Those guys are like by far the hardest enemies in that game. They're really fun to fight though.
2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you.
God damn it, I don't want to miss this
Geoff,
either.
it's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since
Oh yeah, I
then,
forgot that one
we've been
Game of the Year.
imagining new ways to use next-generation technology.
I mean, it was a good game, but I guess that just kind of shows how nothing really came out in 2014.
But we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
there's going to be like a dev commentary thing, because if it is, then I'll go downstairs. Yeah, I don't think I need to see this, so I'm gonna need to nip downstairs for like a minute or two, so BRB. Let me know if I miss anything important.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
That's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, and another part wants to do both.
Yeet.
They call me
Hello.
the Dread Wolf.
I don't know why I
What will they
exited
call
forcefully.
you when this is over?
Okay, I'm assuming I haven't missed too much, since this just seems to be like a behind-the-scenes kind of thing.
And using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change
I've only
in the
ever
world.
played Dragon Age Inquisition.
That a party member lives
And
or
it was
party member
alright.
dies.
It was decent.
And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
Mate, I've got my Scampi. Love me Scampi.
Next up, it's time for something special.
Oh.
Great Scott! I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmett Brown, Doctor of Physics, not of Medicine, and certainly
Honestly,
not that quack from Rick and Morty.
I've never seen Back to the Future.
I did come back from the future to
And
this
I thought-
precise moment on August 27th.
I thought this guy might have been the guy from Back to the Future, but I didn't want to say it just in case, since I've never seen it.
Simulator 2, right now.
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon
I don't
Simulator?
know if that is
During
it.
the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Menardshire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program. Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of, great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want a world premiere, a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos.
Avengers 26.
2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2. Now, doctor's orders.
Well, there you go. Oh, let's go. The Diamond Minecart.
Give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go? There, we got it. He looks good as new.
Now grab the good armor, bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying. Oh, his face.
No, that's not right. My finger slipped.
It's the right.
Jesus Christ! Put it back. Oh,
He's perfect.
We saved him.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on Opening Night Live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
Oh. Got high expectations, Geoff. You better not disappoint me. I'll mute my microphone while I eat my food. Don't want you to hear me scoffing down the... I don't even know what this is, to be honest. At first I thought it was scampi, but I think it might be like chicken balls now. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm just gonna figure that out for myself while you watch this. Is this like The Walking Dead or something? The Walking Dead meets some sort of video game. Bridge constructor. What a crossover, boys. No one saw it coming. I had high expectations and Geoff smashed them. JFK. Why did I say
Tonight is
JFK?
just the start of
JK.
Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Two classic characters. At first I thought maybe Ratchet and Clank,
In a
but
world gone strange.
I don't know who this... Yeah, this ain't Ratchet and Clank, boys.
One elite force stands against the darkness. But
Mate,
even they could use some help.
we've got like the Paw Patrol, let's go. Oh, Sam and Max. Okay, I've heard of Sam and Max before.
Oh, hello, miss.
Yeah.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN.
Sydney
Please say
Goodman.
hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Geoff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of
We're
Best
watching the Game
Nintendo
Awards.
Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2. Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as the Gamescom Studio. Where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Geoff for our next big world premiere.
Last time I checked, this ain't the Game Awards.
Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that.
Little Nightmares 2 isn't even out yet, is it?
On to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to
Is this like an AR thing? Because that World of Warcraft logo was like shaking slightly.
The entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as Covenants.
Thanks, Sydney. Very insightful. What the hell was that?
And depending on how someone
did she forget what this is?
Life,
did she think this was the Game Awards or something?
When they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
I used to play World of Warcraft a long time ago with one of my old friends, but I haven't played it in years, so I'm not really like invested in what's going on in the lore and stuff or whatever. I don't know. I played though. When I played it was when that panda expansion came out, where it's like the island full of like pandas and stuff, like the giant turtle or whatever. That's what I played.
Light, save my soul.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
Pandas, turtles, Kung Fu Panda, and Master Uguay.
And join the ranks of the Ascended.
Fucking DreamWorks, whatever, need to sue Blizzard.
Unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light.
What I remember is in the Panda expansion, like at the end, like the camera zooms out when it turns out the entire island you've been on this entire time is like on the back on like the shell of a giant turtle or something like that. It was years ago, so kind of forgotten.
My people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen, I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
I was so like in a rush when I was downstairs getting my tea that I forgot to get a knife and fork. So I'm just kind of like using my hands. I've got like a bunch of peas and stuff.
Soul is wounded. Who did this to you?
He was my student.
What is this?
He
Like, shut up,
betrayed
mate.
us all.
Show me. The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough!
The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You
Coronation
will
stream is
abandon
pretty
this
good though.
course.
Mate.
As you command.
This soap drama right now though. Where's that Geoff guy from Coronation Street?
Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself.
Oh my god.
The moment he falls,
Is that Mercy?
we will claim him.
Rip that guy.
I see. Only darkness.
Like, this could be a huge deal in like the World of Warcraft lore for all I know, but I know nothing about it, so...
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served.
Mate, is that the Lich King?
His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
He'll fall in that volcano eventually. Z. That was kind of cringe, kind of lame. Hashtag cringe.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive look at Bastion. Now, we know many of you can't
It just
wait
went on
to
for a bit too long.
Shadowlands,
It was cool, but
and our friends at
it didn't need
Blizzard
to be that
want you to
long.
know the wait is almost over.
Oh. I don't know why I sounded so enthusiastic about that. I thought it was the Panda expansion from World of Warcraft, so I got excited. That's the Shadowlands. Like, I've always wanted to get back into World of Warcraft, but it's just like, it's been going on for so long and it's so like deep, and there's just so much in it that it's just kind of intimidating. And like, I wouldn't know where to start. So okay, do a World of Warcraft like reboot, remake it, start it again, but just with a new engine. That'd be cool. I'd do that. I'd play that.
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right,
You got
but
any
now
of that,
it's time
you got
for
any
the
of that
announcement
Demon
of a
Souls
new
gameplay?
universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project
When is
from a
Cyber
Canadian
haircut
studio. Check
expansion
this
going
out.
to release? No, it'd just be the best game I've made at that point.
They have returned.
They
corrupted.
Game of the year's already started.
Divided. Conquered. Until finally, the gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. Our last remaining hope, the Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest.
They look kind of similar to the guys that were just in that other trailer. As in like angel-looking guys with wings anyway.
Unbound. Unbroken. We will take back what the dead have ravaged.
Stormground. There was one Warhammer game I played, which I have no idea which one it was. I know it was like a, I think it was like an RTS. It was like a top-down game, and it was like.
Now you guys may remember back in June I had some
like sword guns or
fun
something
with my buddy Crash Bandicoot announcing Crash 4 It's About Time. With the game coming in October, Crash of course had to come back for opening night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot. What? He's where?
Social distancing. He's got his mask on. What a chad. What a guy. Good old Crash Bandicoot. We've already seen like so much from this game. I mean, it's cool to see more, but it's not exactly, it's not too exciting.
Poor Crash apparently didn't get the memo about Gamescom. But to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob.
That was a weird cut.
Lou, what did we see there with Crash and the Gamescom bot?
Apparently you saw him wandering around Cologne, but what he was hinting at was kind of our reveal of what we call flashback tapes, which are a brand new style of level that we are announcing here today.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash 4 narrative?
Yeah, so the way that the flashback tape levels work is that they are kind of a peek back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1. And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard, and they're really awesome, and they're super creative, and we can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be sort of integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
Sure. So players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object that they can pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms, really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. But then narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in the
version
games
of
before.
Sips.
Awesome. All right. Well, Crash 4, It's About Time looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right, well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
We've got adverts or something. Excuse me, what's that? Outriders.
I have become terror. The unseen predator. A rupture that obliterates without warning.
Rip that guy.
Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me. But together, this entire planet will fear us. The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road, into the dark heart of creation. 'Cause I feel the way you feel. We will find the source, whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
Darth Maul with a rifle. It's just Phantom Menace, Luke scenes, alternate ending. He's just killing all the Jedi. In a bit, Qui-Gon Jinn. In a bit, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Welcome to the
Okay, cheeky little Red Bull advert in there.
A contender.
I'm drinking a Relentless actually, which is like a competitor to Red Bull, I'd say. So yeah, take that.
This is it.
Time to party.
Final boss, Creati Monday. It's the hardest game ever made. No one can beat that game. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this game get announced at like an event recently. Anime football, let's go. I bet they're gonna call it soccer though. I'd rather play FIFA, to be honest. Nah, forget that. I'd rather play PES.
Welcome to Necromunda. I can see you're new here. Let me get you up to speed.
We're back to
the
Warhammer.
Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners and... Oh, makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that
Sounds
whole pot
like
together in a place like
nice
this,
bunch.
you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future of gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução, obviamente, gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
I wonder if this is like live.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of 2 in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Minecraft 2. Oh wow, this is kind of cool actually. I imagine like Minecraft 2 with this kind of like physics and graphics, that'd be cool. Crackdown 3 remaster, dude. That game was awful. They hyped that game up so much as well, like the power of the cloud's gonna allow for so much destruction, and it was just a complete flop. At least Terry Crews was in it though, so it wasn't a complete failure. Pulling off a heist or something. That was cool.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the
won
team at
Best
Tarsier
Nintendo
Studios
Switch
hasn't
game or
shown
something.
anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
I've never played Little Nightmares, but I did watch like an entire playthrough of it on YouTube.
Nice.
And I think it was really cool actually. I love like the tone and the art style of Little Nightmares. I mean, this is Inside vibes. It's not Little Bit then, was it? At uni we had a guy who worked on it come in and talk about it. It was a nightmare where advertisers lied about what could be done. That's creepy. Yo. Rip Pinocchio. This looks awesome actually. Isn't that the guy from the first game? that is kind of creepy. Cool. Let's go.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battleground. Mamma mia!
Game of the show.
This is great. This arcade-style video game is over-the-top.
Miyazaki's calling Geoff Keighley right now to pull Elden Ring from the show because he knows he's not going to be able to top this.
Oh no! Hold on to your toupee, Mauro. Look out below. WWE is LIT. You know, I'm a little more old school than Mauro.
Mate, look at that arm in the background. Elden Ring confirmed.
Legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what?
Look how awful those character models look. Holy shit.
It's a great evening for
What is wrong with like their proportions? What the hell? They're like midgets.
Oh wow! Take that, Mauro. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. Now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Mauro.
Man, where's John Cena?
The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a move! Finish him! Oh no! He just hit the snooze button! How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're gonna experience when you head to the battlegrounds. Whew, that's a big toy hammer! Oh, I can't believe my eyes! Seth Rollins delivers the stomp! What a night! What a night! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen! Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and brawl without limits. Mamma mia! Oh, sorry, Mauro. I know that's your line.
You look like those brat stalls.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
I don't understand why we're doing awards.
It starts with you. What do you say?
Like none of these games are even out yet.
I'm the perfect shot.
The winner of the Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadron.
Are these like upcoming game awards? Like just judging off like trailers and stuff?
This is gonna be close.
I don't understand.
The winner of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
Oh, great content from Sydney. Keep it up. Sydney's pretty cool actually, but I don't understand why she's announcing awards for games that aren't even out yet.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
I've never even heard of this game.
Did not believe what I had witnessed.
Wait, it's Uncanny Valley too.
It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
No
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
I thought it's like the best of Gamescom.
And now it is time to talk about that best
yet.
action game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game
like
from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot
what
fantasy.
these awards are, like the pre-show or something,
In Squadrons,
but I didn't
you'll
watch
suit
the
up and
pre-show,
fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
Cute.
We all choose our path. Light or dark. Freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our
This
new
game
republic.
looks cool, but I just kind of wish EA would like
Shattered though it may be.
either sell the Star Wars, like Star Wars game and IP, or at least have it taken away from them, because there'd be so many more good Star Wars games if the IP was owned by literally anyone else. Not the IP, like the rights to the IP or whatever. I don't know. Use that terms for it.
Make a choice. Fly with the new republic.
Because obviously like Disney and the IP,
for the better.
In terms of like the game and WoW.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron, hunt down this Starhawk, and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloane.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorne. Once Thorne is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorne safe. Titan 3, take out those fighters.
Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Go, go, go!
Each mission will immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss, the story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
I don't think you'll be seeing me there, just gonna be honest, to be honest. Oh shit, Hera, green lady.
That is not
like
all
the
EA has to share from
lady,
a galaxy
like
far, far away today.
slugs on
At
the
Star
red or
Wars
some
Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was
I'm just
this incredible adventure at
the whole,
Disneyland
like,
Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired
pilot,
the Sims'
air
latest game
combat,
pack.
ship
Check this
combat
out.
game idea doesn't really appeal to me, so that's all I mean about that. Yeah. Now this is a game, boys. Sims 12. Let's go. Game of the show.
One genie.
Rip that guy. Oishi Korva. Oh, let's go, boys. Oh no. There we go, boys. Forget Han Solo. Oh, one genie.
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come.
I forgot about the whole Fall Guys
Season 2.
Season 2.
Wait for you guys to see.
I guess
and
that's
of
one thing
course,
to look forward to.
A gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. But right
I'm pretty
now,
sure they're just
you might
gonna
remember
show
this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last
Okay,
year's
what's this?
Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles. And now they've added an absolutely all-star cast to the game.
Oh.
Here's a whole new look.
We got Keanu
at
Reeves
12
in
minutes.
there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure for the Ratchet and Clank demo, they're just going to show the exact same one that they showed at the PS5 event, but just like the full version of it. So that's not really that exciting, to be honest. It's going to go on for like 8 minutes apparently. So
look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing.
I know it's Tom Cruise.
Backward.
Oh no, it's
to its bud.
Bruce Willis.
That bud unopened.
We got an old sarcasm
Look
there,
at
boys.
it as a whole, then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
Oh, James McAvoy, Daisy would play William Dafoe. I guess it is kind of an all-star cast. Too bad I'll never get to play it though, it's only on Xbox. But I assume it's going to be on PC.
That's going to be
well.
a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show.
Oh, yes.
Last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall,
Let's go.
a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5
Game
and
of the
PC
show.
for Counterplay. Tonight
Most
we've got a
anticipated
quick
game.
sneak peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming
PS5
as part
day
of
one,
Gamescom
Godfall
2020.
bundle
Check
edition.
this out.
Fucking Godfall. I just think it's funny how bland this game looks. There's no sound? That was weird. Miyazaki's done. What a show. What a showing from Godfall.
We have much more O&L to come.
What was
Exclusive looks
that?
at Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2.
What the fuck? He just
Wait
killed
until you see what the
2
Mediatonic
enemies.
guys are up to, and so much more.
With
But first,
no music.
I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of
Miyazaki's
Deimos, Warframe's
fucking
newest
hanging his head in
expansion,
shame.
was released on PC,
How could
Xbox,
Elden
and
Ring
PS4.
ever top
And
that?
today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of
As if
Deimos.
Godfall couldn't become even more of a meme. Dude, what the hell was that?
Explore. Tear the veil asunder. Subvert new territory to our sovereign will. But that was what it wanted to.
Better pack up, boys. Godfall's arrived.
It
Game of the
raged
generation.
unchecked through metal, bone,
Is this Warframe?
flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close.
Godfall.
The final heartbeat approaches.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
But before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
Cool.
So many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games during lockdown, whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever.
The show has peaked. It's not going to get better than that, so you might as well stop watching.
Keep making different, interesting things for folk to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente está passando tem sido um período difícil a todos. Então, nesse momento, eu acho que a gente precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
I hope everybody gets healthy and safely through this coronavirus time. Care about other people and wear your masks.
Jogos são, na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível
I bet this guy's like the ninja.
Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico, é maravilhoso. Jogos são por amor.
That stock sound effects though, that exact sound effect I just played is literally in Bloodborne.
Give me a second, I'm trying to select the appropriate weapon. Watch who you sleeping, them snakes all around, you know they connected. When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose, I'm all in. Walking the edge, don't fall in. Enough of the lies, don't apologize, I don't understand.
I think it was the visceral attack, like sound effect.
Grab all your people and log in. I'm waiting, don't care how long it's gonna take. Watching the waiting for that first mistake. Don't come up missing, just checking the list. I'm always aware of your current position. I just hold on to the perfect condition. Coming alive. Heat of the night. Now is the time. Coming alive. Heat of the night.
I thought that was Optimus Prime, man. Maybe it was. Maybe it's a Transformers crossover.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys Season 2 and Ratchet & Clank for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
Tommy and Joe.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
Loyal.
They're loyal.
Hey, I'm a gangster, you see. I was part of Mafia a few years ago, so I know like the.
One day you're busting your back doing
the in-jokes and stuff you say. I know the lingo and the jargon.
And the next you're stuffing your pockets.
Like it's all this is old news to me. I've been there, done that. But I didn't do it in no video game.
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay then. Welcome to the family.
Did you write the script for this game? Yeah.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy
they wanted
FPS
to make
from
it
a team
like
in Montreal, Canada.
authentic to the real Mafia as
is
possible.
coming in early
So
2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
22 seconds time loop. Mate, it's like a mini Outer Wilds. No, 25. I thought it said 22. Okay. There's an Outer Wilds. It's a 22-minute time loop. Didn't you say it was turn-based? What is it like? Everyone gets like 25 seconds each or something? Doesn't look turn-based. Cool. Someone calls
Next
Cyberg.
spring, get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
Cyberg's screaming right now.
I want to learn the ways of the Force.
He's freaking out.
And become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope.
No. There is another.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Gross. What the hell was that guy? Was that meant to be Poe? Let's go. We got like a Dark Souls boss fight.
The Force will be with you, always.
Punch it!
Not him, the Falcon.
Well, it's just completely ruined the moment, man. I hate it when trailers do stuff like that. Like, it's not fun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it.
Oh,
Jedi.
That voice is awful. Cyborg is crying right now. He has tears strolling down his face.
Man, LEGO Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
I kind of want to see what people on Twitter are saying. Okay. So Sea of Thieves, Skull and Bones. Right, it's some like city builder thing. The Swedes. Definitely got PewDiePie in this game. I've never played Age of Empires, so... Missed that, Little Hope. Yeah.
Did you hear that? What's more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
The stream's too scared, it doesn't want to play it. Rip that guy. There goes Little Hope, straight into like Falls or whatever. Gran Turismo. I don't know what this is. I don't know my racing game just here. Project Cars.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak.
Do you ever see those injury lawyers feed adverts where the kids mouth letter to lip sync? Yeah, I hate those adverts.
At the moment, I enjoy to play Fall Guys with my friends. It's very funny, easy to learn, but hard to master.
I have a few games that I binge play, games that I return to every year. Halo, the entire Master Chief Collection, is really a big one for me where that's concerned. But I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing, and I've been doing that basically all year.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although much like my house, my island is still a complete 10.
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game.
Go.
And the winner is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Don't Nod Entertainment. Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights in a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Geoff.
I still don't understand these awards.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And as we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together. And I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to Gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees.
They got
so let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware. Here is the first look at gameplay from Chorus.
Isn't this like spaceship game? Yeah.
Nara, you have broken my heart. For your betrayal, you will be broken.
Fall Guys Season 2 really is going to be the main event of this thing, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, Fall Guys is awesome, but... Jeez. Shelves. View looks like more like a V to me. Here we go.
How many crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020,
like 8 crowns,
it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver. This game is setting records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight,
like a level
Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
Like a Night skin, let's go Dark Souls crossover.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Oh, you're gonna have to like push the blocks so you can like jump on them and stuff, that's kind of cool.
Enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then at Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
Cool, I guess.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand.
I guess it's just some new skins and like
he's
a couple
afraid
new
to close his fist.
Levels.
I am not.
I just hope they had like the ability to like be able to spectate your friends from like the menu and stuff. Since if you get disconnected, then there's no way that you can like spectate your people like in that game that you got disconnected from. Which is really annoying.
Brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually
also, the level
run
editor would be
Colorado.
really cool. Well, I guess that might be one of the last things that they add, because then there wouldn't be any point of like the developers themselves like making levels if we can just do it anyway.
Grooming them for glory
You know what I mean?
when I was right there.
that guy. He got stabbed in the chest, but his head fell off. Okay.
Go back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento, e é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter de experiências reais com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima and
I guess we'll never know what she did in Ghost of Tsushima.
Music or whatever, and it's just fine for me to have the time to play with friends or even with my family, to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people. You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ori, yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer, yes.
Hey everyone, I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment. When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots. The Medal of Honor franchise is known for its powerful and exciting single-player stories that put the player in the boots of a soldier who was there. It's a series that is grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories. Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn to craft a completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. And we could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you. I'm scared too.
This is a VR
Welcome
game.
to France, gentlemen.
I guess it's a VR
I lead
game.
the local resistance cell. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Members of the resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant. Be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Like I said, boom.
There are things as people I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Group that guy.
Somehow this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Okay. I feel like some of these trailers just like ending too quickly. I think it's because the stream's like lagging sometimes, and then it skips a bit at the end, so like.
Thank you so much,
Be back in
Vince.
sync
That
or
looks
something.
incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on
I had no
Medal of
idea that
Honor
was going to be a
Above
VR
and
game,
Beyond,
honestly.
to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Geoff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Medal of Honor, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into the Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS. And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act 1 is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act 2 is D-Day itself and the fight.
We've got about half an hour left in the show.
And then the third act is dealing with the
We've got
Nazi
that
secret
like
weapon program,
8-minute Ratchet and Clank demo.
Like the 262
Apparently there's
going to
be like a Destiny 2
things
thing.
That could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped.
Hopefully there's like
so you get
at least like one big surprise coming or something.
Journey, this story, and the story is shot all from your perspective because it's VR. Your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, there's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience. But I hear you might also be doing MP too.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time.
I'm in darkness. I can't find L. There we go. L. There you go. Subscribe to my channel, guys.
Natural human movements to a controller, and just figuring out like making feel good, and one of the hardest ones is leaning.
Make sure to,
and in VR, you know how you duck, you just duck, and how you lean in VR, you just lean, and so the ability to lean around a corner, kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is.
I've been banned from chat, boys.
It heightens the tension so
they
much.
They banned me. I'm too dangerous.
It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer
experience, won't let me send the message.
It just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those. after it comes out.
Wow. Well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I gotta say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year,
I don't think you can see it because my webcam's in the way.
Coming out holiday, so
I'm on like a timer,
fasten your
so I can
seatbelts.
type again. There we go.
We are
Make
so
sure this up,
excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
The world was broken, fractured by the magic the Vow Keepers said.
Yo, Dark Souls 4.
Spellstorms
Launching tonight.
still
Let's go.
rage
Thanks,
across the ruins of the Hollowlands.
Hold on.
This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used. But I am a battle mage. I have broken my vow. And now I fight to break free.
It's musical. Haven't you seen this game before? I recognize this. Isn't it like a battle royale? Doesn't compare to Godfall though, so forget about it. Didn't it say it was launching tonight? Geoff Keighley, mate. I don't think you know what day it is. Fallout 76 is just the best game. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Game Pass. The idea of having like a subscription service where games get like added and removed every now and then just is not the way I would like to play games. Like what if you start like a big long RPG, play it for like a week, and then you find out that it's getting like removed in like the next week or something. Then you're just kind of screwed, aren't you? I'd always be too paranoid about that. Like, well, what if this game gets taken off in like a month or something? But I want to like take my time with it or some shit.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Who?
最初タリカンの音楽を聴いた時に曲が素晴らしいだけじゃなくてアミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いましたね。日本じゃ本当に聴いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで、本当にすごかった。今回タリカンのコレクションが出るってことをとても嬉しく思っているし、これはまた当時みたいにみんなに見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
Think about me, I play games and leave them for a bit and then probably return to it after a while. I'll be screwed. Yeah.
This was the first game that
I
allowed me
play
to
games
completely
like
fulfill my
so
musical
slowly
vision.
that
It defined my career
it
and
can
the
take me
fans
like
have
up to
been there
months
ever
to like get
since.
through a game, depending
To
on how
this
big
day,
it is.
it's one of my proudest works.
Terrorcon.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light.
If they end on
For the
that
first time ever,
demo, that's
Guardians
gonna
will
be
add a
super
new
disappointing.
elemental power to their arsenal,
already seen
the
that game.
dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Ooh, excuse me.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight
I was sorting out the uninstalled playlists yesterday or last night, and I went back and watched the old Destiny 2 Traveller's Chosen that we used to do. I mean, Cybugi anyway. Oh god, it was bad. The first one was awful anyway. I watched the first one, a bit of the first one and the last one. The last one was actually decent, but that first one was just, oh god. I put it on private, like I don't want people watching that.
Let them come! This is their fate! One after another!
They're thinking about the Xbox target audience, it makes sense, having a play from the system. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have that many like AAA exclusives, not on the level that PlayStation does anyways, so I guess they're like prioritizing third-party stuff, like having like the most powerful console and Game Pass, play any game for like $1 or something like that, whereas Sony are aiming at going for like the exclusive side of things.
I have one more award to give out tonight, and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations. Of course, there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So check out the Gamescom Awards user voting, where you can vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's Most Wanted, and Best of Gamescom. The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplayers, esports, and more. So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight, but before I turn it back to Geoff, I just want to say that I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so take care. Back to you, Geoff.
Thank you very much, Sydney. It's great to have you on the show again this year. All right, well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw the announcement of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games, a title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
Hopefully this isn't the last thing. If this is just the same demo as the one we've already seen, but just like a full version, then this is going to be super lame. Oh god, I think it is. What quality are we on? We're on 1080p.
And not far from where we last saw him.
Doesn't look 1080p to me.
Still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the wombat!
Oh dear.
Let's show him how it's done. Bringing out the big guns.
It does look really nice though.
Feels good to be back in action. Last one! The train's pulling away. Let's go!
Mate, can I shoot those guys? Oh hey, it's that guy.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today I will finally be free of the both of you.
So I'm assuming this is the sequel to the... What was it, the 2016 game? I forgot what happened in the story of that game, so... What a villain.
Was that supposed to happen?
Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality.
The bridge is shot! There has to be another way across.
The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them. That was rather exciting.
Games before trade!
You can see it kind of like load in for like a second whenever he does that. Like the textures like pop in for like a split second.
This This is worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
My heroes!
I knew you'd come.
Might as well.
A kraken? Or at least a very large octopus. I will never get used to that.
Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these just to try and take over the universe again?
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I really like Ratchet & Clank 2016. I'm assuming it's 2016. I think it's actually one of the most underrated games of the generation. You never hear many people talking about it.
Can't wait to see what's new. More butts?
Got destructible and dominance as well.
That's all of them. We have to get the Dimensionator away from Nefarious. Oh no, not right now! Whoa!
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
How bad is it?
Well, it is certainly not good.
Right!
Where are we?
Beats me.
We've been boarded! Get off me!
Get off me, shit. That guy's my favourite character in this game.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
There you go.
PlayStation.
There you have it, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and now I am joined by Marcus Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys, it was so great to see that long, uninterrupted demo of Rift Apart, and I have so many questions. It's amazing to see what you're doing with the power of PS5 and the SSD. Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower. Enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able to do before. More importantly, perhaps, though, is the dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD that allows us to fling the player from planet to planet to planet lightning fast, like in way, way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift tether, we saw that in the demo. We had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain moments and levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
Yeah, so in the game, there is dimensional damage spread throughout the galaxy that Ratchet and Clank have to find a way to fix. And you can find these weak points in space-time that you can pull to you with your Rift tether. It's like being able to lasso a portal. And that enables you to basically like warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage in combat.
Wow, yeah, I got to say, like when you see that and you imagine the jumping from multiple worlds at instantaneously almost, and it sounds like there's no load screens throughout the entire game.
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow, all right.
Cool,
so
actually.
confident, both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part
I guess
of
a little
PS5.
pop-in
I had a
whenever
chance
you
hands on the controller with the
like teleport like
triggers and the
that
haptics.
is worth it. If
How are you using that for
they're doing like
to sort of
doing it
impact
like
the
God of War
gameplay
style,
Rift
where it's
Apart?
like one take. I don't know if it's gonna be like one take, but
At the heart of every Ratchet and Clank
like,
game is a powerful arsenal of
no
weapons
loading
just
screens,
exude a ton
no
of
like
personality. And the
fading out and
DualSense
loading
is
up
sort
the
of
next
like,
level. Or
it
some
feels
shit.
like it was made for Ratchet and Clank just because the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons to express themselves. So for example, your burst pistol, of course it gives you like a satisfying click or kick with every bullet. But when you throw the shatter bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you. Basically, the haptics are expressive enough that every weapon feels different and you can tell what you're holding. But of course, the adaptive trigger like takes that to a functional level where, in addition to the trigger pull feeling unique, we can actually use that as a super intuitive way to add alternate functions to the weapons. So, for example, in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down until you hit resistance to fire a single barrel. And then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little enemies. You only want to waste one shot on them, and then wait a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to play better.
Wow, no, I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out across what I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line? Like, how it would tell us in the Ratchet verse where this sits.
Yeah. Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, the 2013 game. But it's a standalone adventure, so it's one that even if you've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, you can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it. For hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets and see them all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, like, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see like frequently in the game? Are there special moments? Like, I guess I'm curious, like, how often you use that technique for gameplay.
So the Rift tether has created these anomalies all throughout the galaxy. You'll encounter those pretty often. There's even a few more types of dimensional damage you'll encounter that we haven't shown yet.
Okay.
Now, being pulled between worlds, that's localized to chasing after Dr. Nefarious in the demo. And that's sort of reserved for special moments when you really have to, when the dimensional damage really tears wide open.
Well, I got to say, it looks incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of this female Lombax. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
I mean, the world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. They'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right?
Oh, God.
All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what you guys have in store for us. I got to say, I mean, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so much fun, and as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though, I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now?
Last of Us Part 2 reference, if you didn't get it.
Mike?
So Ratchet & Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big window? So, no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all we're going to get, I'm sure. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I got to say, Insomniac, we're so excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for all you've done, and we look forward to seeing more of Rift Apart soon.
Thanks, Geoff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet & Clank or PlayStation 5. And that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. Thank you so much for watching from around the world, and make sure to stay tuned all weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at Gamescom.global. As for us, we'll see you later this year for the Game Awards 2020. Our team is hard at work to build a very special live show for you coming in December. We'll see you then. Good night.
That was lame. Oof.
Welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live show. I'm your host, Damon Hatfield. Before we get started, just a reminder to head to www.gamescom.global to see all the newest games content, check out the full schedule,
I don't even know why that needed to be a thing.
To personalize your Gamescom experience. You can also check out all the streams and videos on
like, what new did they?
Twitch and
what
YouTube,
new things
and
did they
stay in touch
show?
via TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Joining me now to discuss
like
everything that was revealed during
Guys
Opening Night
Season
Live,
2,
please welcome IGN's Miranda Sanchez, and from Webedia, Sebastian Osowski and Michael Obermeyer, joining us from thousands of miles away in Germany. What a time to be alive. Lady and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today.
Yikes.
How are you doing? Doing great.
Hey, everyone.
Just saw a lot of very cool looking games. Let's begin with one of the biggest games that was on the show, a PlayStation 5 exclusive, which we know is coming somewhere in the launch window of the PS5. Ratchet & Clank, a Rift Apart. We got to see an extended demo today. Lots of footage that was in the reveal that we saw earlier in the summer, but this was a nice, big, long, uninterrupted gameplay clip. Miranda, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm actually very excited. I've never played a Ratchet & Clank game. It's never really super appealed to me, but the sheer impressive animation.
Well, I guess that's it. I mean, I went in with low expectations. I told myself Elden Ring is not going to be there, so I didn't get my hopes up for that. But even so, I'm still disappointed. Like, I feel like there was nothing new. Someone in chat, where's Dark Souls Racing? What? But yeah, like, Ratchet & Clank demo, we've already seen that. This was just like an extended version. Like, what else was there? Pretty much all stuff that we've seen before. I mean, I forgot about Godfall Boys. It was 10 out of 10 show. Best, like, gaming event that's ever happened. Oof. But yeah, it was all stuff we've already seen before. The new stuff didn't seem all that interesting. Fall Guys Season 2 was like the only thing I really care about, honestly. Like, yikes. They ended it on something we've already seen. Like, why? And you had those weird awards in it as well. Like, what the hell was that about? Like, I don't know why this needed to be a thing. They should have just released the Fall Guys trailer on its own and just called it a day. No need for any of this other stuff. Doom DLC looks decent, I guess. We didn't see much of it though. That weird World of Warcraft animation. That weird Minecraft 2 looking thing. Oh yeah, Star Wars Sims, let's go.
Come later in the show, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And of course,
even the Fall Guys Season 2 announcement was kind of disappointing. Like, he was hyping it up. Look how much he's hyping it up.
2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And
like, it wasn't that exciting, was it? Just some new, like, medieval themed skins and, like, a couple medieval themed courses. Like, wow. Wow. Also, apologies if you can hear some people talking in the background. But yeah. Not really much to talk about. Really? I think it's weird that we're so close to like the next gen consoles launching and we still don't know the release date, still don't know the price, still don't know like what games are going to be on the console at launch. It's like, oof. There's going to need to be like another big event before November, which I'm assuming the consoles are going to come out in November. It's late August now, so we've only got September and October. So there must be like another big next-gen event within the next 2 months. Because we don't know jack squat. Elden Ring is destroyed. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I mean, I got a stream out of it, so thanks, Geoff. Thanks for giving me something to stream, I guess. Oh. Okay, I was really hoping for, like, Demon Souls gameplay at least. Especially since recently it got like rated in Japan or South Korea or something like that. And usually when games get like an age rating like that, it means that the game is pretty much complete and is about to come out. So that's like evidence towards the game being a launch title, or at least launch window. So I feel like we could have seen something from that. But we didn't. Instead, we ended it off on like a 10-minute demo of a game that we've already seen. Of a demo that we've already seen, pretty much. Oof, 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 oof. Let's go on, Twitter. That's me right now. My face when there's no Elden Ring. My Elden Ring gang going through it, send good vibes. Oof. Oh yeah, there was that BioWare thing, but I was downstairs getting my tea when it happened, so I'm assuming they just showed some like concept art for like Dragon Age or whatever. Little Nightmares 2 looks cool. Mate, it's Mahou Hussein. He's just scrolling me. He's just telling me how it is. Imagine watching a 2-hour showcase of video games and going, "Oh, that was rubbish. I hated it." Your alternative was a non-eventful, ordinary day where nothing of note probably happens. I mean, at least we wouldn't have been disappointed if it was just the normal day. In fact, if it was just a normal day and then the Fall Guys Season 2 trailer just appeared out of nowhere, that'd be kind of hype. It's gonna be like it'd be a pleasant surprise. But when you make like an entire event and hype it up so much just for that to be it, then it's kind of disappointing, isn't it? I mean, Elden Ring is trending on Twitter. Ooh. Me waiting for Elden Ring to show up at Gamescom. Oof. Elden Ring gameplay, baby, let's go. It's just the From Software squad, the Souls community. Everyone watching Gamescom are hoping for Elden Ring news, better start lacing up. Oof. Hey look, an Elden Ring announcement. Oof. Yikes, 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 yikes. My Elden Ring is just cancelled, boys. We're never going to see it. In a year from now, we're just going to look back on this year and think, an RPG, an open world RPG made by Miyazaki and George R. Martin. Like, how could we ever have believed in that? That was just way too good to be true. Like, it's not happening. It ain't happening, boys. Boring. We want Elden Ring. The release date for Elden Ring is. Oof. I love that man. Yikes. Jeez. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about. Nothing of importance really happened, in my opinion. I mean, I guess we could watch some of that Fall Guys Season 2 footage back. If we can find it. Oh, those. Do you reckon that the Bloodborne NPC who sits behind the doors waiting for Elden Ring? It must be. That's how we're all gonna end up at this point. We're all just gonna lose our minds waiting for Elden Ring, and then we're all just gonna turn into skeletons, just sat in our chairs. Oof.
In London and Devolver. This game, a lot of.
Mate, look at this. We've got Dark Souls crossover. Let's go. I do like the idea of having to like kind of work together and like push the blocks so you can like jump on them. I think that's cool.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds.
This looks cool. So you have like swinging pendulums and you need to get past, and then this like spinny thing, that's cool.
Inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
You know what, John Bear? I'll show you. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of a future Bloodborne video. Here you go. You've earned it, John Bear.
10 minutes late for me.
I want to show you the.
Brown, medium, vile blood.
Oh,
look at this guy.
We're gonna see. And the password is.
This is the first video that I ever edited with Sony
Wow.
Vegas. Well, it's not called
We're gonna
Sony Vegas
see
anymore,
who
but
was, who was saying that? Who's behind this door?
I like this bit.
Already dead.
Oof. There you go.
Well,
it's the monkey. He can't handle it. He's too spooked.
Already dead.
Miyazaki got to him. Got under his skin.
Well, I don't know.
Oof, that's just me waiting for Elden Ring. Oh shit. Do you reckon real knights fought for dubs like this? Oh yeah. Oh, this is based off real history. Oh, this is what humans used to look like as well, but then we evolved.
In the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Mate, make it 60 FPS on consoles, please. I only made the menu 60 FPS recently, but not the actual game. Also, I hate Hoopsie Daisy. Like the one where you need to jump into hoops. I hate that one. But it's kind of cool how you have to like move the blocks and the structures to, like yourself, like pushing them, then having to like jump on top of them to get to the hoops. That's kind of cool, actually. You know what, Fall Guys? You know what, Hoopsie Daisy? I'll take it back. I'll take back the insult.
We hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then @FallGuysGame on Twitter is where you want to be.
Have you seen any more like courses? What's this one?
Scale. Pick quests from the Middle Ages.
Okay, so you have like an egg scramble one as well, which probably has like drawbridges coming up and down.
Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege
Where's
ramps in the
Fallout
quest
5?
for ultimate game show
Where's
glory.
Elder Scrolls 6? Bum, ba-do, do, 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 do. Okie dokie. I think I might end this stream off here. Like I said, there's not really much to talk about. Nothing too exciting got announced. And yeah, just a bit of a disappointment, really. It was fine. It was okay. I just kind of don't understand why it needed to happen. Oof. But yeah, probably going to end the stream off here. I'll be uploading the next Bloodborne video to an installed tomorrow. It won't be the one that I just showed you with like the monkey. That's the one after. That'll be the one on next Tuesday. So yeah, but I'll be uploading a Bloodborne video tomorrow, and then I'll most likely be streaming again on Monday. Once again on uninstalled. Not sure what I'm gonna stream. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this event along with me. And yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye. Bye bye. See y'all.